What's up guys, this is Cory. Welcome to CNA Films and Animation. Today I'm going to be talking about another Best Picture nominated film, this one from the Coen brothers, Fargo. So Fargo came out in 1996 and it starred Frances McDormand, William H. Macy, Steve Buscemi, and Peter Stormare. And the film follows William H. Macy. He is a car dealership manager or something. You know, he's kind of a higher up in this car dealership, and he hires two criminals, Steve Buscemi and Peter Stormare, to set it up where his wife is kidnapped and her father, who is a very rich man, will pay $1 million ransom, and you know, William H. Macy, Steve Buscemi, and Peter Stormare will split it 3 ways, and Steve Buscemi will be able to open up some kind of construction thing. I don't exactly remember what he was wanting to do with the money, but he was wanting to set it up so that way his wife would be kidnapped and his father-in-law would pay the ransom. But things don't exactly turn out the way as planned, and a couple of people end up dead. And this is where Frances McDormand comes into the scene. She is a cop, and she is heavily pregnant, and she is trying to get to the bottom of how both a police officer and 2 people in a car were murdered. And she's trying to figure out, you know, how this all connects with William H. Macy's wife's kidnapping. The film won 2 Oscars, including Best Leading Actress for Frances McDormand and Best Original Screenplay. And it was nominated for an additional 5 Oscars, which included Best Supporting Actor for William H. Macy, Best Picture, Best Film Editing, Best Cinematography, and Best Director for Joel Coen. One of the interesting things about this film is that the very start of the film claims that this is based on a true story and that the only thing that's been changed or altered was people's names. Joel Coen and even Ethan Coen have come out in later years saying that, you know, this was just to get people to kind of, you know, open up and have their disbelief kind of be lifted a little bit for what's being seen on screen. This is one of my favorite Coen brothers movies. I don't know if I'd call it my favorite overall, but this is definitely one of their best works, and it's definitely one that if you haven't seen, I highly recommend that you do see it. Each frame in this film is beautifully shot, and you know, you really get into all of these characters. You know, it follows William H. Macy and his scheming, and his character's pretty interesting. He does a really good job as Jerry Lungard. And, you know, Frances McDormand does a fantastic job. You know, she's very believable as a cop with a very heavy North Dakotan accent. And, you know, it's a very entertaining film. It's almost like a dark comedy, and that's kind of what it is. It's a dark comedy for sure, and you know, there's definitely some very funny moments, things people say. For example, one character played by Steve Buscemi's character, everyone refers to him as you know, he's kind of a short, funny-looking feller. You know, he's funny looking, and people will ask, you know, well, how can you describe how he's funny looking? No, just in a general way, he's funny looking. Which, you know, I mean, if you've seen Steve Buscemi, then you know he's kind of funny looking, but, you know, he plays his part very well. I really enjoy his character, and it's just an all-around entertaining film. The Coen brothers have made some fantastic films in their careers. Films like The Big Lebowski, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, Serious Man, Raising Arizona. Fargo is probably one of their best works. I haven't seen all of their movies, so I can't definitively say that it's their best movie, but it is definitely one that definitely deserved its nomination for Best Picture. It was kind of an indie film at the time, and it's kind of blown up to be a very recognizable and well-known film. Overall, I'm going to give Fargo a 9.3 out of 10. So tell me guys, have you seen Fargo? If you have, what do you think of it? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? What'd you think of the characters? What'd you think of the writing? The direction? What'd you think of the acting overall? Comment below, let me know. Love to hear your feedback. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe. Be sure to check out our other videos. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And as always, I'm Cory, and I'll see you guys in the next one.